For over 6 months now, a large portion of the Tarkov community has thought the air filter unit was broken in the hideout. There have been countless content creators, streamers, and average Joes that have tested it for themselves and have all come to the same conclusion. Put a filter in or not, you get the same amount of skill points. The problem is, the testing was wrong because of a major flaw in their methodology and how the bug itself is represented. So we're technically going to that fence post right there, so... All right, 99.9, I think it's as close as we're gonna get. Endurance is 37.7, so it didn't change. So we should be somewhere between 41 and 41.2, assuming nothing's fucking weird here. And off we go. To the helmet. All right, pretty good, 100-meter run. Skills, 42.7. Whoa! So we should be somewhere between 41 and 41.2, assuming nothing's fucking weird here. Whoa, 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 whoa. 1.5 more skill points than all our other tests, Church.
Doing what?
Run it with the air filter installed, but no air filter in it yet.
What?
Yeah, that's why everybody's tests are... That even proves more that everybody's tests are why they're fucked up, because whether there's an air filter in or not, it might be applying bonuses. Let's test with the Ameliorize, shall we? Simply put, the air filter unit is working, but it is still bugged. It's just a bug that helps everyone out. A good bug, if you will. The 40% base bonus to leveling skills is applied. Now, it's 44% for me. That's what you're going to see in a lot of these clips because of my hideout management bumps it up a little bit more. But the thing is it gets applied as soon as you click install on the air filter unit. Filter or not, power on or off, you're always getting the bonus. And this is why all the previous testing for if this was bugged or not has been incorrect. Because everybody that I saw, at least, they tested after they got the air filter unit installed, not before. And because there's no way to uninstall the air filter unit, there was no way to get a baseline if you didn't do it before you installed it. Now, based on my experience in the game with everybody talking about the air filter unit being broken, it just didn't make sense to me. I saw an uptick in how fast my skills leveled up as soon as I installed the air filter unit. Now, I put filters in right away, so I didn't dawn on me that maybe it was the install itself, but I definitely felt like there was a difference. This could have been anecdotal though, so I decided let's do some testing this wipe. So with the new wipe, we had the opportunity to test this without the air filter unit installed. And I wanted to get a good handle on every variable and isolate everything I possibly could to make sure I really understood what was happening. Trying to understand every variable, or some are simple, filter in or out, but some are not. Things like diminishing returns, distances, strengths, weights, all of that stuff could have an effect on the skills, and I had to make sure we've isolated those. Now, a lot of these variables that I thought were going to affect the test didn't matter at all, simply because the bonus kicks in before they could matter. And that was the one variable I didn't expect to come out the way it did. I honestly don't give a fuck about the rest of the physical skills right now. This is a result I did not expect. I knew it was a possibility because how everything was laying out. So I was like, all right, well, let's just make sure that this isn't a variable. It's going to fuck everything up. And lo and behold, it is a variable. I tested during the actual construction process. I tested after the construction was completed, but it wasn't installed. Tested after it was installed, with filters in, with filters out, power on, off, all of those. And what we discovered was a 44% increase in endurance and strength training as soon as the filter was installed. All right, 49. Oh my, oh my. So it is the same whether the filter is in or whether it's out, Church.
Where are my bullets?
Nah, I'm probably messing my words up here back and forth. When I'm saying its filters installed, I mean the air filtering unit. I'll say when I put a filter in, if that is confusing anybody. We also noticed an increase in metabolism. I tested metabolism as well because it's a physical skill. Now, I didn't test the others. Health, for example, because it's got a ton of different things that affect it and how it levels. And vitality and stress resistance as well are kind of tough to get a read on. But once the patch is fixed, I'll probably go back and test those some to kind of get an idea of what the air filter unit, how much of an effect it has on those. Now, we did a majority of this testing in offline mode and co-op mode, which is technically online, but kind of offline. It's still on a server, but we did verify in online raids that the skill points match up and there isn't something weird happening in the offline mode that doesn't happen in the offline mode. It was kind of interesting trying to get testing done with people running around us and shooting and trying to avoid them, but still conduct a test, but we managed to get her done. Despite Church's best efforts to try to ruin my testing with his opportunity that he was given to kill me, he didn't hesitate for a split second. Oh, you know what, Church? I need you to kill me. Never mind. I was gonna go in a place where people... I wanted to check my skills before you fucking killed me, you fucking jackass. fucking jackass, dude. I have no idea.
Sorry, I ruined the science. I'm sorry, blame me, chat.
Now, the testing consisted of this. I had a 100-meter sprint that I would do underweight or overweight to test endurance and strength, respectively. Now, that's how strength and endurance level with movement. If you're underweight, you level endurance when you're running or walking. And if you're overweight, you level strength while you're running or walking. So I was able to test both of these in each individual raid once a time with the full diminishing returns not having any kind of effect on skill points. And we got pretty consistent results. Without the bonus being applied, we got between 3.3 and 3.5 points of endurance and 3.6 to 3.8 levels of strength. Now, there's a variation in these for a couple of reasons. One is just rounding errors. The decimal points are definitely smaller than this. I've tested these in previous wipes and stuff like that. The progress bar is actually more accurate than the numbers are if you break it down by pixel and divide and get your percentage of things. But the problem is that's a lot harder to show you guys. Simply put, rounding errors can do that. Also, slight distances or changes in distances. It's hard to run exactly 100 meters. I got really close. I was within a meter each time, so either 99 or 101. But that is enough to actually kick you over a point or two. But we did enough tests to verify that our average was within 0.2 points of each other. And then we used beer to measure immunity, which was simple. I just drank one beer. We waited for the negative effect to wear off and saw what the bonus was, which was 0.5 without the air filter unit installed. Now, also keep in mind that there's a ton of data with this that I ran tests last wipe that I ran recently just to verify that nothing had changed, and it hadn't. So we have hours of testing skill points and how they level and how diminishing returns works. And it's all the same. And we were able to build on that from last wipe. So next, the air filter unit was done. We installed it and we went and repeated the tests. This time though, the 100-meter endurance run returned between 4.8 and 5 skill points, while the strength returned between 5.3 and 5.4 skill points. Both of these are 44% more skill points than before we installed the air filter unit. And keep in mind, this was without filters in. This was the part that tipped me over and made me realize, holy shit, something really crazy is going on here. Now, the beer gave us 0.7, which is technically a 40% increase, but the reason you're seeing a 40 to 40% increase is simply the part of the decimal points. If we could get into the hundredths versus the tenths, it would probably be closer to 44%. We then repeated these tests over and over again with the air filters in, with them out, with the power on, with it off, air filters in both of those scenarios, and just kept getting the same numbers. So my conclusion, the air filter unit is working. Just it works without a filter in it. So not building it isn't doing you any good. Building it and not putting filters in is actually doing you good. But on top of that, if you put your filters in, even though they're not helping you with your skill points, they do level your hideout management, because that's one of the main ways you level hideout management, which is really good skill to have because it increases the bonuses in all your hideout, but it levels based on how you burn through filters, whether that's water, air filters, and your fuel. So that's why I'll keep mine. You'll see, if you come by the stream and see, I'll be running air filters in mine. So to wrap it up, build your air filter or don't, whatever you want to do, but don't hold off on building your air filter because you think it's broken. I mean, it is broken, but because you think you're not going to get anything out of it, because you are. You're going to get free bonuses out of it when you build it. And on top of this, I don't think it was ever broken. I think it was just a misunderstanding of how this bug was being applied. But that's it for my sciencey Tarkov testing today. I hope it was helpful. I hope this clears up for everybody else and they understand better what's going on. And as always, I wish you the best of luck in your raids, and we'll see you in Tarkov.